Hey guys, AilouPup here. It is the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, and I have a lot of stats to talk about. I keep a lot of stats on the books that I read throughout the year. Not all of them I will talk about here, but the majority of them I will. Basically just the ones that I find interesting and easy to talk about. So starting off, my Goodreads challenge was 52 books, and I did somehow manage to read 52. I literally read the 52nd book on the last day of December. Of those books, 43 were in series and 9 were standalones. 34 were new books and 18 were rereads. And I read 18,214 pages and listened to 244 hours, 56 minutes of audiobook. For the authors, I had 8 different books that had multiple authors. 16 of them were new, and 37 of them were authors that I had read before. And only one of them was a person of color. That is something that I'm hoping to change this year. I have books on my TBR that are by people of color, so hopefully I will read more by authors of color. 24 authors were female and 20 were male, while of the books that I had multiple authors from, 2 were male and female and 6 were primarily female. I had 1 Swedish author, 8 who were British, 32 who were American, 2 who were Canadian, and 1 who was Japanese. While for the books that I had multiple authors for, I had 1 who was American and Canadian, and 7 who were primarily American. I read 15 middle grade, 13 young adult, and 24 adult. I don't know how to classify new adult, so if there are books that I read who were new adult, I have no idea if they are, because again, I don't know how to classify it. For the genre, I had 5 contemporary, 27 fantasy, 4 self-help, 2 historical romance, 5 children's literature, 2 paranormal, 1 horror, 1 nonfiction, 2 thriller, 2 dystopian, and 1 historical. I read 3 audiobooks, 35 paperbacks, 6 hardcover, 4 audiobooks, and 4 that I read both in paperback and audiobook. For protagonists, I had 28 that had more than 1 protagonist, 13 female protagonists, 10 male, 26 who had both male and female, 2 who were primarily female, and 1 that I put as not applicable, I'm assuming because it was a nonfiction book. 17 of them were in first person, 31 were in third, and 4 of them were in both first and third. And all in all, I had a pretty good reading year, I think. I didn't give out any 1 stars, and I only gave out 4 2 stars. I gave 19 3 stars, which is still pretty good, 16 4 stars, and 13 5 stars. So those are all the stats that I basically wanted to talk about. I think I had a pretty good reading year, all in all. There are some things in my reading habits I would like to change, but we will see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your stats are looking at like, what you've been reading this year already, and I will see you next time. Bye!